There also are going to be times where there are false accusations of domestic violence. That's actually very common in high conflict divorces. You're dealing with a divorce where the other party will say or do anything to try to hurt you. And a lot of times it feels as though for them, they're willing to hurt themselves and make the process more difficult as long as they can hurt you more in the process. False accusations are often difficult to deal with. It's hard to disprove a negative. Sometimes if their stories are not well concocted, we can pick apart their false accusations and cross-examination. However, a lot of times we need to do much more thorough work. And the more documentation we have to show what's really going on, the better. So if you're dealing with somebody who makes a lot of false accusations, it's really a good idea to document yourself as much as you can, to confirm things with text messages. Bring up things that the other person said and bring it up in a text message so that that way there's now a memorialization of what the truth is in writing. It's also very important, though, if somebody's doing that to you, that if they are making false accusations in writing to you, that you respond to that right away and address that issue. Because as a husband, if your wife sends you a text message and says that you hit me and you never hit your wife, you better respond and say, I've never hit you. Because if you don't, the court's going to look at that as with some degree of evidence that any person who was accused of that would have responded and said that they don't. So it's normally a good idea that you're going to want to respond to that. First of all, if you are dealing with this type of person, you need to separate. Just you need to be away from that person. If you can't trust that they aren't going to make false accusations about you, you need to be as far away from that person as you possibly can be. So first and foremost, do that.